You ready?
Sure.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You know me, I'm Annette Pasternak, the Stop Skin Picking Coach, and I hope, or if not, you'll soon, in a minute, know this is Christina Pearson. The kind of famous Christina Pearson in this arena.
I'm the original trickster, and when I was a kid I wanted to be famous for going to the moon or being first woman president, but instead I get to be famous for pulling out my hair and picking my skin. So there is a divine sense of humor.
What we want to talk to you specifically about today is Christina's Heart and Soul Academy retreat for body-focused repetitive behaviors like skin picking and hair pulling, and invite you to come to this amazing, healing, heartwarming, incredible experience. I'll be there, obviously Christina will be there, and so, I mean, do you want to start by talking about why you started the retreat and what it's all about, when it was?
Yeah. What is so interesting is that because my experience with my hair pulling and my skin picking is that these are very isolating disorders. I kind of retreated into myself. I couldn't share that part of myself. I thought I was the only one on the planet, of course. Many of us feel that way or have felt at some point. And what I did was, when I found out there were other people, and I began the process of putting the Trichotillomania Learning Center together, which today is the TLC Foundation for BFRBs. I'm incredibly proud of them. But what happened was, okay, we can do that, but I got to meet these people. I want to meet people who know what I feel like from the inside out. So in 1992, 64 people came, and 3 doctors, and out to the woods. And it was very rustic. Trust me, it's improved a lot. But it was so wonderful because we were in a natural environment. We were learning about something that none of us had ever heard professionals talking about with any sense at all. And they were genuinely asking questions, asking us to help them understand us better. And out of that was 25 years ago, but out of that morphed this wonderful, wonderful 3 to 4 day event that is, it has the capacity to be absolutely life transforming. And it's much more casual. And I did the conference the next year. So let me explain. The TLC Foundation's national conference is once a year, and it's fantastic. It is. And it is a portal that welcomes anybody in from anywhere in the world. It is professional. It is in a big fancy hotel like what we're in now.
We actually just finished the conference.
Yes, yes, yes.
Well done. I mean,
and
not that we put it on or anything.
No, but there was people here from all over the world. And that's great. It's so necessary. And oh my God, some of the new science is just marvelous. Big problem, though, is when you go home, what do? You might have a lot of information. So we began to realize that people needed living skills. And the retreat is much more focused on not so much the latest science, because that doesn't give you the tools to not pull your hair when you're watching television, okay? Or when you walk in the bathroom and you glance at the mirror and all of a sudden you're 2 inches up from it because you want to get that whatever. What do you do then? So the retreat is very much about lifestyle, about learning some balance, learning some strategies, and it's fun because we have longer breaks and really, really, really scrumptious food. And
food is amazing.
And there's workshops all day long, and you know it's.
And they're experiential as well. So, you know, you're not just learning strategies to do later. A lot of the strategies and things you will be exploring, you'll be doing and learning there, and connecting with people. It's an experience.
that's interesting about the retreat is that the retreat is more, it's both more experiential and more experimental than the conference, because we're willing to bring in things. We work with things that what we've seen is they've benefited people. Maybe we don't have the full science yet, but we've seen for years that certain types of massage, energy workshops help reduce stress. And that person then goes on to have a better day and less behavior. So we range from things from basic biology of BFRBs through a little bit of pharmacology, but that's not our goal. Mostly it's about the living skills. It is about developing more mindfulness, a better sense of balance, both internally and externally. How do we set better emotional boundaries? How do we set better emotional boundaries? Like, for instance, everybody asks you to do something and you always say, yes, I'll do that. And then you're like, you know. So these are the things that help us learn not to overextend. And because of our tendency to have extremely sensitive nervous systems, how not to stay too enmeshed in other people's kinds of processes in a way that is not healthy for us. And it will range from dietary to good skin care, to good hair care, to mindfulness, centering prayer, Reiki, relationships.
And the best practitioners, the most heartful, just, it's like the ones that are really wonderful.
Well, what's interesting is that these particular, our presenters are a range of people. We do have several MDs, we have psychiatrists, medical doctors, we have psychologists, we have social workers, but we also have people who have no degrees, but they're very experienced in what they're doing. Okay, such as myself. I'm a really, really good hair puller and skin picker, and I know how not to do it now. So you have a range of exposure to, we teach a lot of parenting techniques, things that help parents take care of themselves and not be so concerned about trying to manage their child's healing. The child will do that and will feel much better when the parent is well-centered, understands the process, and doesn't worry about one little sore or some new hair's gone, but looks at the bigger picture. Because in the bigger picture, these children are extraordinary, and they will be okay.
Yeah, so the retreat is for children, it's for parents,
Teens.
It's for teens, it's for adults, adults suffering from these, and therapists, and MDs, things like that, leading workshops,
and we do.
And I lead workshops there myself.
And in the evenings, we like to enjoy the bonfire, karaoke. We have swimming.
It's a lot of fun. Like, I had so much fun last time. I mean, the 2 times that I've been so far were wonderful. And, you're out in nature, beautiful setting. It's at the Sunrise Ranch in Loveland, Colorado. That was a wonderful place. The food, like Christina said, is delicious, and they get a lot of it from their farm. And they give you a tour if you want of the greenhouses and the animals, and I really enjoyed that. There's tons of cats. Like, there's cats coming into the classrooms. If you don't like cats, I hope you still come.
And last year, a young woman brought me a picture. She and a couple of the people had taken a walk, and she's like holding this cow, like it's a cow. The cow's taking a drink, but I mean, it's such a loving picture because she's just got her hands like on the cow's face, and the cow is just loving it. And so that farm has been organically farmed for about 40 years, and they do get most of their produce from their own property, and it really makes a difference when you have some really nutritious food for 3 or 4 days in a row, and some surprising things happen too, in really unusual ways. So we may do yoga and meditation in the morning. There might be some prayer sessions. It is not a religious retreat. It is a becoming a full person retreat, and we use whatever skills help us to be more fully authentic as who we are and in managing our nervous systems.
Yeah.
Damn things.
I had such a good time. And it's so laid back. It's like I was leading a workshop and I had people pair up and go outside and talk, and I had 10 minutes and I laid down under a tree and looked at it's just like, where else can you do something like that? I mean, I used to be a classroom teacher and like had to feel like I had to be a certain way and all that. Like, I can just be who I am and you can be who you are there, and you will meet people and connect with people.
And you bring up a really good point, which is not every professional is able to maintain the kind of intimate environment that we have at the retreat, but many can. And what we ask them to do is come as who they are, the healers, what motivated them into their fields to begin with, but put your skill set in your pocket and pull it out when necessary. In other words, it is heart to heart. You can sit down under a picnic table with, a world-famous treatment provider and kind of really talk. And it's a different kind of environment where the doctors are not wearing suits and ties and there are not a desk in sight. So it's just a little bit different, but it gives us an opportunity to release a lot of the pain and shame and then move into the celebration of, oh my God, there's a way out. So,
Yeah.
We plan on seeing you there.
Yeah, we can't wait to meet you or to see you again.
And when you arrive, it'll be like coming home, because we're the old friends that you just never met.
So go to heartandsoulacademy.org /retreat, or just, it'll be on the front page.
It's on the
just
front page.
heartandsoulacademy.org and check it out.
And don't forget your bathing suit, even if you haven't swum in 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50, doesn't matter.